Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Chaos Lord David. Welcome back to my playthrough of Crash Bandicoot. And this will be the last part of my playthrough of Crash Bandicoot. We will continue where we left off of part 4, and that was backtracking to get the last couple gems that we couldn't seem to get earlier. Excuse me, another ear itch. I have no idea why these headphones itch my ears very easily. But anyway, now we are continuing at Rolling Stones. I'm sure, I just, pardon me right here, I just like seeing him, do that multiple, whenever he has that, whenever he's invincible, whenever you go over those little stones. Excuse me, it's still itching me. I really apologize, these things are really giving me such a bad itch. Anyway, if you remember the last time I played on Rolling Stones, it requires the blue gem to get the last couple boxes that we couldn't get, because if we just jumped straight down where the blue gem path is, we would die. Which seems really weird. This itch just won't stop. Alright, I'm gonna take these earphones for a little bit. Take off these earphones for a little bit. I hope that itch was gone. Alright, as you can see, we just went down the blue gem path. We couldn't get down here last time. And this part can be pretty tricky. You gotta take it easy right here and time your jump. I would sometimes die at that part. And as quick as that really breezed through, we're already at the end of the level. And yeah, I realized that since I only have two Brio heads, remember that part where I blew up so many boxes with the invincibility? Yeah, that was where that other Brio head was. And it sucks that you can't get the Brio head or Cortex head or Tana head if you did that. Really, really blows. So now we're at 19 gems, 92%. We've only got a little while to go, the closer we get. And so now we're gonna go over to yet another level that we couldn't get before, and that's Native Fortress. And if you remember the last time we played on Native Fortress, or saw the video that had me play Native Fortress, it requires the red gem to get the other couple boxes, which is way up in the sky. I mean, I can't believe it's already near the end of this playthrough, even though it can be quite a short game. And this is really gonna take a while to upload. So it's 10:55 right now, so it's gonna be quite a bit of time. So I'm just hoping I'll be able to get this uploaded before I have to go to bed. Because let me see, it'll at least be let me see, it's 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So we got at least 33 more minutes, so it'll be at least 11:30 when I have to try to upload this on YouTube. And since my computer has this really gay problem of if I leave it alone for a little while, it'll have a good chance of it losing the internet, like automatically disconnecting from the internet, even though the internet is really working. Probably because of that McAfee security program. I just gotta ask my parents to see if they can look into it. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a cool idea if I tried to jump on that steel box and try to avoid the TNT blast. I used to always hum with this tune every time I played through these levels. This one, along with The Great Gate. I mean, because I just think this song can be kind of silly in its own way. And yeah, that was kind of a bad move, since if you pick up invincibility, you'll stand still. I mean, you can't go to the left, you can't go to the right. You basically drop straight down, which is pretty gay. would need to go through this part, or go through the main part, like jumping over the piranha plant. I just love how the piranha plant follows you. And the reason why I was spinning is because I kept thinking there was a box there, but there really wasn't. I just kept, maybe I got on the outside of the level. That just makes me stuck. We're getting close to the red gem pass. There it is, right there. I mean, just after, but if you just look at it a little bit, it kind of looks more like a pink gem. I mean, it looks more like a pinkish red or a reddish pink. Sort of a mix of both. As you can see, we're now up in the sky. And it's really cool because you can see the second island and the third island. Because you can see on the third island or the second island is the island with the big tree. And the third island, of course, has the Cortex's castle and the Cortex Vortex. And that's the name of that blimp. The Cortex Vortex. And I used to always have trouble with this part because I usually screw up at that because it can be kind of hard to tell if you're really gonna make the jump on the clouds. Because if you just I would usually either jump too early or just don't jump at all, because sometimes you can't even tell if that is like a point where you'll just drop down or you just won't touch the edge of the cloud. It can be pretty tricky, so you just gotta count your jumps. Or, yeah, make your jumps count, excuse me. Count my jumps. What do I mean by that? I mean, I'm not, like, counting them 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yep, that's wrong. What am I doing? 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Those are the, or, let me see. There's also 11, 10. No. 11. I think it's DSA. I completely forgot those. It's been a while since I took Spanish. Except I know 15 is quince. That's all I remember. Well, anyway, we got done with the native fortress. $20 gems. 93%. I mean, because I think this is what Crash Bandicoot games are good for. A lot of pretty time consuming when you have to do a couple bits of backtracking to get the gems that you couldn't get before. So now we're going to go back to yet another gem that required the red gem. Road to Nowhere. In my opinion, I think this is a pretty good level for a red gem path. I think it's probably my favorite gem path out of all the levels on here. Or actually, I forgot what the others looked like. We'll just have to look. I mean, but I know this one's really, really good, so I like it. And what I found to be really stupid is that you can't kill those hogs when, yeah, you can't push those hogs away even when you're invincible. Pretty cheesy. And stupid too. I mean, come on. I mean, I thought invincibility can kill anything. Hell, even if they really were putting their effort into it, they would kill like Cortex in one spin if you were playing Crash Bandicoot 2. That is, if you had the invincibility. But apparently you don't. And I just like how this red gem path is right here. You can see that TNT right there. And these outline boxes, well, we can't get them. Because we have to hit this switch right here. Ow. Headbutt the TNT crate. But of course, get some distance. And you gotta make this count. You have to jump on this crate. At the very top of it, spin on that switch. Now you can't see anything right here, but there's a switch right in the middle. As you can see, there's a switch right there. and it revealed revealed 3 lives in a Aquaku box. And the switch also revealed, I mean, I always checked to see if there were any boxes here, but it also revealed another TNT crate. So now we got all the crates at this part. I thought this part was really interesting. And because of that bright fog, you can barely see the gem. You can barely see it, except you can just see that red glow. And I think I remember as a childhood, I would always miss that jump after I touched a checkpoint. And yet there's another hog. Have at thee. Or no, that's medieval times. I should have been more like acted like a matador. Or no, matadors deal with bulls. This is the hogs we're talking about. Oh, I'm getting confused now. Okay. As you can see, there's yet another red gem path, except we don't really need that red gem path to go over the portal. We could easily jump either over it or around it. But here's an invisible bridge to get to 2 more boxes. 2 live boxes. 66, oh my goodness. And now we're back at the portal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21! Yeah! So now we got 94%. Still got a little bit to go. But now we are going to go to a level that we have not even seen yet. One of the levels that we in fact unlocked with a key. And I had no idea why it showed the key under Boulder Dash. You know, we got the key from Sunset Vista. But anyway, the key unlocked the level. The level called Whole Hog. This is a second hog riding level like Hog Wild. But this one I struggled with quite a bit more than Hog Wild. Because I think I may have said this before in the time I did Hog Wild. On the video, on the part that dealt with Hog Wild. It's just that whenever you see those hogs that are spinning on those little wheels, sometimes your jumps won't even get over high enough. You have to get a good jump over those hogs, or it'll just like, oh, the game will be like this. Oh, let's just glitch and just go ahead and make them die. How about that? Even though it looks like you're gonna clear him, but you still die anyway. I mean, you'll see it here in a little bit. And I would usually die whenever I just go right under it. Right under him. But I guess you would have to get a bit away from him. I guess that was earlier. Yeah, I think the last time you jump over the hog is the one I would usually die on. It's funny how fast Crash is turning his face. It's like, huh? Anyway, we got 22 gems. Yeah, ta-da, 95%. Ears trying to itch at me again. Maybe need a more comfortable pair of headphones, but I don't want to waste too much money. Now you may be thinking, why am I skipping Boulder Dash? Well, that's the last level that we get the last gem on. You'll see what I mean later. But for now, we will go to Cortex Power. This level requires the blue gem to get the gem. I think this is a pretty tough gem to get sometimes. It can be pretty tough because you have to, one of the reasons I believe is just sometimes whenever you have I'm not sure if this is really that much of a big deal, but whenever you have a overhead camera, it can be kind of hard to see. Or hard to see where you're going to land and stuff like that. Or in fact, I think that may be easier. So now we just killed that little pinstripe ripoff. As you can see, there's the blue gem. Because you have to go through like quite a bit of stuff, like trying to avoid touching the ooze. And if you follow this exact same path, you'll probably get be the safest way to get the gem. Or one of the safest ways, so you may as well just take, if you guys are having trouble with this level, then take how I do it. Yeah, the reason why I was going back this way is because I know that that's the center point of the level. Because this level can be like a breeze to go through, like I did in the third part, I believe. Yes, the third part. You know, I usually sometimes land on the tip of those pipes, which can be really frustrating. But this part coming up is probably one of the favorite parts that I've experienced in playing this game. It comes up a little bit. Now we go to the right here. We would go up these steps and we would go against yet another pinstripe ripoff. But watch this. Oh, never mind then. I thought he would just keep getting shot and go like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I guess the only time I did that was in one of the earlier parts of the video. And as you can see, we're back at the central point of the level. As you can see, there's that checkpoint. I just like to call that the center point of the level. It's easier to just go and get the checkpoint here. Just go and be at a safe place. Say you won't have to do everything all over again just in case you die. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if there was really a point in having to do that except just add to the boxes, but it's just okay. I mean, because whenever you die after touching a checkpoint, you have to do it again, of course. But I guess just do it just to add to the boxes just to get it over with. And this part can be really tricky. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and touch the TNT boxes. Any one of the TNTs will do it. If you did it how I did it, that will work. There are many different ways to blow up many different boxes. This part can be pretty tricky. You just gotta try and time your jump and try to get out of the shocks. And try not to overjump it, or you'll land in the ooze. Because this part right here is super easy. Since you have to deal with many of these shock shooters. I'm not sure if that's what they're really called. But as you can see, there's no boxes if you go down that way. But if you just take it from here, there will be some boxes. The last couple sets. As you can hear from that whoop whoop whoop. That means other boxes. And this is a sort of like a more harder version than how it is on the last part of Insanity Beach. You just gotta basically pay attention to your shadow. That's how I try to do it. Just pay attention to this. Just look down. Just keep your eyes on the shadow to make sure you don't. Just to make sure you don't get oozed. Excuse me for being so tired. Maybe I should start doing my commentaries during the day. Forgive me for yawning. I've been studying for quite a couple hours because of this biology exam that I've got tomorrow. I'm just hoping I'll make it past my classes because I want to get enough money to put a good effort in getting my money into getting the Game Capture HD Pro. That would be an awesome Christmas gift. Very awesome. Well, since we got done with Cortex Power, next level we will go to... Excuse me, still got that bit of an itch. Is Lights Out. And as you can see, we did not get the key from Lights Out, we got the key from Jaws of Darkness. I don't know why that did that. And yes, that key did unlock yet another level, but we will get to that after this. Because the reason why we didn't get the gem from here is because we needed the yellow gem. And in fact, for real this time, I'm speaking the truth. This level has the last color gem in the game that we have not gotten yet, and that's the purple gem. The reason why I said I'd rather save Boulder Dash for last is because Boulder Dash requires the purple gem in order to get the last gem. That was a close call right there. Barely touched that ledge. Well, that's what happens when you deal with moving platforms majority of the time. That was a close call. Good thing the sides of the castles are good to catch yourselves. Yeah, take my advice, people. If you mess up, if you miss the platform, always look for the edges. The edges will be your savior. That's what I say. And I would try to not spin on those rats, because if you spin into those rats, you'll get that Aku Aku box, and that means the light will go off a little sooner. Excuse me for my words. I can really talk right. I mean, truth be told, I do have speaking problems, but really, I wish I didn't. And you may be thinking there are boxes up ahead. There isn't, because the last 3 boxes are up here. Yes, that was an Aku Aku mask right there, because the last 3 boxes are up here, and there's no need to get on that yellow gem anymore. So it's not that much of a gem path. Kind of looked like we were in space there or it was dark out, and it's because of these dust mites I have on my computer. Or no, it's not mites, it's just dust. Because the dust kind of looked like I was seeing stars. And we got the purple gem. 24! 97%. We are getting so close. So all we need now are 2 more gems. Now we will go to the bonus level. Second bonus level. Second unlocked level. Either one will work. And the second dark level, Fumbling in the Dark. Now this one is a bit tougher than Lights Out, because you have to come back. Remember to come back here to get these boxes, and trying to jump around the in the gate, the arch, and trying to get on the other side is kind of a challenge. Because if you remember, I hit my head on the arch, which can cost you in not being able to get to the other side easily. Trust me, I died quite a couple times doing that. You just gotta make your jumps count. So now we run into the blades very early in the level. And let me tell you, I did struggle with this a little bit, because sometimes trying to get perfect timing can be quite a challenge. And those saw blades can get really... the chain blade... not saw... I wouldn't say saw blades, but chain blades, I guess you can say. I just like to make my spins to get both of them. Yeah, and you better watch out for that spider, because that spider can screw you later. I was lucky that saw was there. However, it was okay to do that, because you can't get invincibility on this level. That part can be a bit tricky. You just gotta go fast. Yeah, and I think that would be a little bit easier if you jumped on that spider. But if you see spiders, like, yeah, and jumped on that one too, because I keep forgetting to realize that was yet another Aku Aku mask. So that's why I think I barely make it through this level without the use of a mask, or without the use of light. So I got lucky. Yeah, I got very lucky. I barely saved myself there. So yeah, this is why I think this level is a bit tougher than Lights Out. It can be kind of a struggle sometimes. As you can see, we made it to the end of the level. I mean, if I were to say if it's one of the harder levels in the game, I mean, that may be true, but you just gotta get used to it. Try to get perfect timing. And, by the way, you know what's better than 24? 25! Yeah, SpongeBob reference. I just can't get that out of my head. Every time I see the numbers go from 24 to 25, that's what I think. So now we only have one more gem to go. Very, very close to getting everything that we've got. Everything from the game. Except we just gotta tackle one more level for a gem, and that's Boulder Dash. Like I said in Lights Out, this level requires the purple gem. If any of you remember seeing back from the video I did this level on. And the purple gem's at the end of the level. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my, I could say it's one of my favorite gem paths, but in terms of detail, I think it's my favorite. You'll see it here in a little bit whenever we get to it. Very, very nicely detailed. Not just the ears are itching, but my hair is too. I wish I could probably get something that can make me stop itching so much. Or unless if that means I should get a haircut or should get my hair shaved bald. Hell no. I would be made fun of if that were to happen. So I'm not gonna think about that. I'm not gonna be a cue ball. Well, at least I'm scratching to the rhythm of the music, not the DJ scratching, but scratching my hair. And don't forget, it helps to keep spinning. It helps to keep spinning whenever you have the chance, because you can get farther and farther away from that boulder. Because if you don't spin that much, there's a good chance that boulder will squish you, will crush you. And there's the purple gem path. And now it'll take us underground. I just loved how detailed this is. And I think the first jump can be quite hard. You just gotta try and try to remember where the edge is. But I'd rather do that so you don't miss your chance for a jump. But I just like how it's all green and everything. It's very, very nicely detailed. Kinda looks like night vision crash. Siphon filter crash. Nah, not really. I got a bit lucky there, because I thought I was going to spin into that piranha plant, but apparently I got hit. So, those were the missing boxes. Yeah, Brio heads and Cortex heads staring at the camera. Oh, and Crash's head. However, that doesn't really look like Crash's head. I mean, if you just look at him and look at him right there and look at the face. Now we've gotten all 26 gems, all 100% complete. But we're not done yet. We still gotta finish important matters. Very important matters. And I'm sure you guys know what's next. There's only one thing. Well, two things we haven't done. But as of right now, we need to take care of business. We must stop Dr. Neocortex! And yes, we will face Dr. Neocortex. Yes, we'll be fighting on his blimp.
Come on, Crash Bandicoot.
Come get some then. You want some of this? Okay, what you gotta do here is you gotta spin into his laser shots. You can only spin into his green laser shots in order to be reflected back at him. You can't spin the purple or the blue ones. The purple shots will be aimed right at you. The blue ones will come in from the side and try to hit you from there. And in case you guys are wondering how is the castle on fire, I mean, I really liked how I dodged those shots. Well, anyway, in case you guys don't know how the castle is on fire, well, it's because the generator from destroying the pinstripe and the Brio's lab and the lab was getting inflamed. And now we defeated Cortex. Hell yeah, we win! Way to go, Crash. Now you get to make out with the girl. You get to make out with Tana. I got a question for you guys. If you had a girlfriend or a boyfriend, would you want to make out on a blimp? Please leave a message in the comments saying if you really want to. And as you can see, we got the credits. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys just watch the credits, and I'll be back for the last important measure that we must take care of. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So now we're gonna load up our game again. And we will now, since we have defeated Dr. Neocortex, we're now gonna go into the Great Hall. Of course you guys remember the Great Hall. Since we now have all the gems, we can now get across. We will now go across all 26 gems and get the second ending. I mean, I just like how what's the word? I mean, I like how they put a secret path like this. I mean, you just gotta jump across gems after gem after gem, and there's the end right there. And what's behind the curtain? It's Tana, and look at what she's got. She's got a bird. As you can see, there's a second ending. Crash and Tana fly away on a bird. Now, how about if you guys had a girlfriend or a boyfriend? How about if you... Let me ask you this. If you guys had a girlfriend or a boyfriend, would you rather do it on a blimp, on a bird, or just somewhere safe? No, screw that. On a blimp or on a bird. And this will just, again, please leave a message in the comments saying which one you think we'd rather have. Anyway, this will just show all the bosses that we defeated. It'll show what their a little bit of a biography. It'll show them what they did in the future. This is sort of like how Papa Papu's and I think Ripperoo's was sort of like how it was in the ending of Crash Team Racing. Papu Papu went to sign up to become a wrestler, and Ripperoo became a mayor. And Pinstripe made a car company, became a car dealer, or car salesman. That's for the secret bosses anyway. Because since in Crash Team Racing, those three were hidden bosses. For Cortex is of course, get out of my face, you. Yes, master. Never mind. And the Cortex in Crash Team Racing, he was discovering this new random element Cortex rules the worldium. And that's it. That's all there is to it for this Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough. Yeah, no, I understand. I apologize for this audio distortion, but I'm just hoping if I get the Game Capture HD Pro, it'll stop doing this. Because there's been a lot of complaints of Rockshow's forum. I mean, I did pay a visit to their site about the forum. I mean, I did pay a lot of visits to their forum and about the game capture having a lot of audio distortion and lags. And so I hope they actually made something that they could fix that with. So I would appreciate to have a lot more stuff. Well, plus since I looked at it in the mail, it said it had live streams plus recording in HD quality. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get that. But that would leave me what to do with this old game capture. Either I would have to try to at least just get it out of here so it won't cover up too much space, or at least, and then try to sell in the future. But I would have to probably put it back in its box. Anyway, like I said, this concludes my Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will try to figure out something on what I should do for my next playthrough. You guys will just have to wait and see, because what's in the future of Chaos Lord David is that nothing's for sure. So hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, take it easy.